Alright, fight fans, we got UFC 189, which is, the co-main events. Robbie Lawler, the welterweight champion versus Roy McDonald, the number one contender. And we also got the main event, which is everybody knows, which I'm pumped about, which I'm pretty sure everybody is. You know what I'm saying? It's Jose Aldo versus Conor McGregor. Now, I'm not going to do the whole card, because what's the point of doing that? I'm just going to do these two fights. Later on, I might do the whole card whenever it's fight week. So, here we go. I'm going to pick between Robbie Lawler and Roy McDonald. Roy McDonald. The guy has better striking. I know that Robbie won the first fight. I think it was a split decision. I know he won that fight, but I see Roy he's always getting better. I mean, he's so well-rounded. His striking is fluid. He's got good takedowns. I mean, he's just an all-around fighter, and his ground and pound is brutal. He's got awesome elbows, and he's just a vicious guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he's going to bring more to the table than Robbie Lawler will. Robbie Lawler does have some serious knockout power, and he's had probably one of the greatest comebacks, in MMA history, besides Fabricio Verdum now winning the title, Mark Hunt before he had a great streak before he lost, and Rafael dos Anjos winning the lightweight championship. That was a hell of a comeback. You know what I mean? All kinds of comebacks. Andre Arlovski, but I don't see him beating Roy McDonald in the second fight. I really don't. I like both fighters, but what can Robbie bring to him besides his southpaw stance or whatever, and just lighten him up with right hooks, straight lefts. If he goes for a takedown, yeah, he could probably get it. He got it in the last fight, and this is going to be 5 rounds. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. I'm pulling for Roy McDonald by unanimous decision. I think he's going to win the welterweight championship. All right, going now to the fucking main event, which is Jose Aldo versus Conor McGregor. Now, whenever this fight happened, I wasn't a big fan of Conor. You know what I mean? I was like, this guy's getting fights. I mean, he's beating really nobody besides Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier. And he's already getting a championship shot, especially beating Dennis Seaver. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You're out of your mind, But when you watch all of his fights from his first, beginning of his career to now, I mean, you can't deny his striking capability. He is a vicious striker. He's got looping fucking. He has very good angles. He's very pinpoint with his strikes. Now he does have some very good kicks. He's got some flashy kicks, but they're not as lethal as Jose's. Besides the point, I think his hands are more lethal than Jose. He's not faster, but he's more accurate. Okay, and he has a better finishing rate than Jose inside the UFC. Not out, I don't know about that in the WEC. I think Jose has a lot of knockouts and stuff in the WEC, but I gotta look at that. Getting on point, he's got better finishing rate than Jose in the UFC. But, I was saying Jose's going to murder him. Well, after seeing all of Conor's fights and really looking at him and listening to what he's saying, he has that confidence that you just cannot fucking deny. Fabricio had it against Kane, and you seen what happened. Everybody's like, oh, the old altitude and stuff like that. Fabricio whooped his ass, plain and simple. So what I'm trying to say is you can't deny somebody's belief in himself. And that's very interesting. Plus, he has knockout power. He's very, very good with his hands. He's a great striker. Going to Jose Aldo, the guy has a perfect 1-2 leg kick. I mean, when you just say that, you're like, oh, 1-2 leg kick. Well, when he does it, he chops shit in half. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to either knock you down with the 1-2, and when you're falling, he's going to also kick your fucking leg while you're falling down. Or if that don't knock you down, he's just going to knock you down with leg kicks or chop your leg down. He's a beast when it comes to that. I mean, he is such a brutal, vicious striker. I don't think he's as technical as Conor, but I don't think you really need to be flashy to win fights. You know, perfect example was, Anthony Pettis against Rafael dos Anjos. Who's more flashier? Anthony Pettis, of course. But that didn't win him the fight, now did it? So, I don't know, man. At first I picked Jose, then I went to Conor. I was like, if Conor's going to win this fight, he's going to win it early by knockout. But I'm going back to Jose. That's who I'm going to pick. I know people's going to be like, oh, what the hell? Conor McGregor's the king. If he wins this fight, then yeah, he is the king. But if he doesn't, then it's a bunch of hype, like a lot of people thought it was, like what Dana pretty much did. He hyped this shit up big time. Same thing with Conor. Conor's very smart. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Conor did win, but, I mean, a lot of people are counting out Jose Aldo like crazy. They're saying, oh, he's done, he's washed up, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, wow, really? I mean, he's a murderer, So, I got Jose Aldo by 4th round TKO. I think he's going to finish Conor McGregor in the 4th round. Waylon Thacker, peace out. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'm not going to be one of those dudes just like subscribe to my page. I'm going to try to get some MMA posters up. And I used to have another channel called W Thacker 66. I quit doing that channel. Broke my phone. So, I got me a new phone now. New address and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And like new channels. So, check out that stuff. I'm going to bring them back over here, my subscribers. And yeah, peace out, fight fans.